Don't Listen Alone, Short Horror Stories by Layla Brinley. Episode 7, Ouija Board. I promise, it's totally fake, Hunter told me. I still don't think we should play, I replied, attempting to grab the Ouija board away from him. Come on, Liz, it'll be fun, Olivia countered. She tugged the board from my hands and placed it between Hunter, and I. Olivia smiled at me pleadingly, and I finally relented. Okay, hold on. First, a little background. Basically, it's Friday the 13th. I'm at a sleepover with my best friend, Olivia, because her parents are in the city for the night, and she and her twin brother have somehow convinced me to use the Ouija board with them. So here I am. Hunter's eyes flash with excitement as he reaches into the box and withdraws a paper reading rules. Rule 1. Don't play alone. Rule 2. Always say goodbye and put the Ouija board back in its box after use. Rule 3. Never play where lots of death has happened. And Rule 5. Never play in your own home. A shiver ran down my spine with the last rule. Are you guys sure you want to play in your house? Olivia laughed. Liz, calm down. It's only a game. We'll be fine. I still felt waves of unease as we each placed 2 fingers on the planchetta and dragged it 3 times around the board, once for each player. So who's gonna ask the question first? I said. How about you? Olivia volunteered me. Knowing I couldn't avoid it, I just did as she said. Is there anyone here with us? Was the basic question I came up with. We sat in silence as we waited for our hands to move, the only sound coming from the rain pattering on the windows. I don't think... Hunter started to say, when suddenly the planchetta began to move. It scraped across the board and landed on yes. Olivia squealed with excitement. She was really into this stuff. I would ask the next one, she exclaimed, jumping into her question before Hunter or I could protest. How did you die? I looked at her with wide and terrified eyes. This was supposed to be fun. Stuff like, will I ever get married? Or how tall will I be? Or even something as stupid as, where did I leave my phone? This was crossing into horror movie territory, and I wanted out. But I couldn't seem to pull my fingers away. The small piece of wood began flying across the board. Hunter grabbed a notepad and wrote down every letter with his free hand. Slowly, the word assembled. M-U-R-D-E-R, he spelled. Murder? Murder? I cried. Olivia ignored me and asked another question. Who killed you? I swear, the rain grew louder as the words were spelled out. Him. He's here. Don't let go? Now. Keep you safe. Hunter read. I yanked my hand away from the Ouija board in terror. I can't do it anymore! I yelled at my friends. I'm scared! Olivia grabbed my arm and pulled it back towards the board. Liz, she exclaimed, you have to say goodbye before you stop playing. I don't want to. I don't want to play anymore. I pulled my arm away again and ran from the room, stumbling into the drawers in the hallway. A flash of lightning lit the house, followed by the boom of thunder. I struggled towards the front door, but my movements felt sluggish and uncoordinated. Each step I took seemed to push the entrance further and further away. I let out a yell of both fear and frustration, and my knees gave out. I smacked my head on the floor and went out cold. I woke after just a minute, the rain thundering in my ears and making my new headache worse. But there was also this feeling, one I'd never had before. I was powerful. I was unstoppable. I craved blood. I felt out of my body. I was not the one in control. Blinded by rage I didn't know I had, I rose to my feet and stalked towards the kitchen. Blood dripping from the cut in my head caused my vision to go red, fitting for the lust for violence I now seemed to possess. A shiny silver chef's knife stared up at me from the sparkling white kitchen countertops. Eagerly, I snatched it up, running my finger along the freshly sharpened blade. It drew a drop of blood, but I ignored it. Liz? Hunter called from the back of the house. Liz, where are you? Are you okay? His voice was joined by Olivia's as their footsteps drew closer. Liz, I'm sorry I scared you, bestie. I was just messing around. My grip tightened on the handle of the knife as a surge of anger coursed through my body.
Kill them,
a voice in my head whispered.
Kill them.
Olivia rounded the corner and I lunged, stabbing the knife once, twice, 3 times into her chest and stomach. Hunter screamed and turned to run, stumbling over his feet and thudding to the floor. Please, don't hurt me, he cried.
Silence him,
a voice inside my head argued.
A quick slash across the throat will take him out for good.
Doing as my voice said, I strode forward with 2 long steps and ripped the knife across his throat. Hunter died only after a few small gags.
Excellent, excellent. Now collect the blood and bring it to me.
I dragged the bodies down the hallway and to Olivia's bedroom, where I smeared my blood-covered hands across the Ouija board. A swirling dark cloud rose above it and a pair of glowing red eyes emerged.
You'll do nicely.
It said.
You'll do quite nicely.
With that, the cloud rushed towards my body, disappearing beneath my skin. Any remembrance of who I really was disappeared as the demon fully took over my soul. Thank you for listening to the Don't Listen Alone Scary Stories podcast. Please like this episode and follow the channel. Thank you.